Why, hello YouTube. Yes, I found my old Apple iSight camera, so I can just take a direct recording of this. We have 2 more Newegg boxes, and got a project to build for somebody. So, where are my scissors? Here they are. We're going to open these up. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Strikingly similar to another project I had. This is one thing I like to do for customers instead of giving them something that's not the most serviceable in the world. I like to give them something that is serviceable. This is another external hard drive project. Packing list there. Here's the hard drive itself. This box out of the way here. And here's the other one. A little packing slip pocket there. And here we have another Mac Ally hard drive enclosure. However, this one was not nearly as expensive as the other one. The reason the other one was so expensive is because it had FireWire 800 on it. This one is much simpler. This particular hard drive project is going to be just really as a backup drive, so it's not going to be anything too fancy. This is the I/O that it has. This camera is kind of annoying, so you can't really see that. It has eSATA and USB, and that's it. Just like my Vantech hard drive enclosure. So we should take this out. Comes with a CD. Lovely. So here we have the shell, and then we can put the drive in the shell, and there you go. There's the bottom stand. Power adapters, screws. There you go. So we'll build this and get back to you. Here's the hard drive itself, just for the record. There you are. It's a Samsung SpinPoint F3 1TB drive. This drive was $109 on Newegg. That's pretty cheap right now, and that's a good deal. And these Samsung SpinPoint F3s are some of the fastest 1TB SATA hard drives I've used in a long time. I have one in my computer. In my secondary computer at the minute. They're pretty damn good hard drives. So we're going to stick this Samsung hard drive into this enclosure, which will have the USB and the eSATA on it, and that'll be it. This enclosure was around, I think, $30-something, so it wasn't that expensive. You could always buy a Roseville one, and it'll be just as good, but this is going to a Mac user, and I like giving Mac users Mac Ally hard drive enclosures because they match the decor pretty nicely, and a lot of Mac users appreciate that, so that's what I do for them. So this is going to go into here, and with the magic of video editing, we'll be in there in 5 seconds. Aw yeah, and here it is, all put together. Although I did have a few things to say while putting it together. The circuitry of this hard drive enclosure is also a little on the cheaper side. You can see how there's so much empty space on the circuit board here. And the chip on the bottom, the bridge chip, is not made by Oxford. It's made by Initio. I don't know if Initio is any good, but we'll find out. This is going to be used as a backup drive anyway, so the performance is not really an issue here. Capacitors are made by Huahong, so they're obviously Chinese, generic capacitors, but oh well, that's what's in the majority of electronics these days, so they should withstand just like every other piece of modern technology, whether that's good or bad. Not much to say, but you know, enough to give my initial impression. So this is yet another Mac Ally enclosure. with a 1 terabyte drive in it, and this will be used as a backup drive. And USB is all they're going to need out of that, in my opinion. We'll get the power adapters. We've got the power adapter and the USB cable into the package with them, and it'll be good to go. And the USB cable is actually a decent length, unlike with the other Mac Ally case, which was really designed for people who use FireWire 800 more. So here's another Mac Ally case suited for the particular purpose, for the purpose of backing up. And you don't need much more in an enclosure than either eSATA or USB for that. I would go for eSATA myself since it's faster, but for a backup it doesn't really matter. USB is on everything, so it's pretty universal as far as what you put it on. Hence, universal serial bus. But anyhow, this will be formatted with the HFS Plus file system for Mac OS X, and it will be off to its customer. Not the most exciting video in the world, but I figure I'd show you what I do differently for people. For example, my mom was into video editing and needed a fast transfer time, so I gave her the FireWire 800 enclosure, whereas this person just needs backups of, let's say, Word documents and text files and things of that nature. And you only really need USB speeds for that, so you can save money on your enclosure by doing that sort of thing. Anyhow, this is going to go to a customer and have a happy home and just going to sit on this person's desk for a long time. So that's another building of a 1 terabyte hard drive enclosure, and hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one, everybody. Ciao.